Alright, hey, what's going on everybody? Melomatic here, and I don't usually do videos like this, but hey, we all start somewhere. Maybe I'll keep doing update videos like this, depending on what you guys think and if you guys like it. But I figured I'd make a quick little video to go over the small update that Scum just put out on November 26th, Friday, which was, a small upgrade, small little patch, but they did add a new POI, which is the Junkyard. They also added a new decorative slash functional item to add to your base, which is a wall mounted weapon mount. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Now you can also check out your settings in the game. You can actually make a lot more adjustments. They've changed kind of the UI as far as adjusting everything game wise and settings wise. So we got bug fixes, right? Whole list. So all these bugs were fixed in this patch. Bugs such as the wrong names on some items, where clouds would not update on weather changes, when splitting stacks of bullets would not show correct count, blurry textures would show, there was a prevention of players claiming kills if the victim had already respawned, the M1 Garand clip would, would drop, I guess, where the wit dot was shown in 3P when aiming the bow, where damage inventory items would not display damage correctly, where painkillers and food repulsion would sometimes not load properly, where sometimes other prisoners would not be visible. Now those are the bug fixes. As far as the quality of life additions, which you may or may not notice, increased contrast on photo mode UI, repair interaction is no longer shown as selectable while the player doesn't have a repair tool available, raincoat water collector now has more health, baseball bat with spikes can now be made with the blaze bat, tweaked the materials needed for several base building elements. Tactical gun holsters will now drop rags instead of animal skins when cut. Tweaked the firearms damage. Construction gloves have been swapped with insulating gloves in cargo drops. Inventory can be shown, can now be accessed inside the vehicle by pressing tab, which that's a pretty nice addition. Oysters are now edible, and improved the vehicle camera performance on low FPS. Now, all that shit's out of the way. Let's look at the actual POI, because that's what we probably all are here for. So here is the Junkyard. Nice big POI. Nothing too crazy fancy, but it is a cool, just kind of aesthetic looking place. And it's really going to be most useful if you are in the middle of crafting or base building and you are in need of a lot of scrap. So I'm going to jump out. I decided to upload or start a new game where I can kind of mess around and look at these new POIs and new items without having to mess with my actual series save. So here I am just screwing around, dude. Using guns I never used before. Why not? Decided to take a little drive through. I don't think you're going to find anything too crazy here. Like I said, I think it's going to be mostly just scrap. I did kind of walk around a little bit, drive around. Definitely going to be puppets. There's a couple buildings, a couple still buildings. You might get lucky and find a vehicle here. Maybe vehicle parts and repair parts, but as far as, for the most part, it's just gonna be scraps, bolts, screws, probably rubber, anything you'd find in like the busted down cars on the side of the road. I think it's gonna be, similar to like the construction sites or the brick factory, is when you really need a lot of scrap specifically, this is gonna be the place to go. So if you're in the need, for scraps to upgrade your base walls and your base fences, this is probably going to be the place to go. It might also be a pretty cool place to set up if you're inclined to do so. I mean, it seems pretty ominous at night, but it is pretty cool and it is pretty big. You could probably get away with hiding somewhere in there, I'm sure. So after I kind of drove through, hung out a little bit, kind of looked around, didn't find anything too crazy. I will say, under one of these steel buildings here, I loaded up once and there was a tractor underneath, so I think you could get lucky depending on your circumstances, your game. You might get lucky and have a vehicle spawn there. This go around there wasn't one here. I actually spawned this one in myself. This is the Hell Rider version of the truck. So it was from here where I pretty much got down, built myself a wall, and went God mode and decided to just throw them all up so I could showcase, and spawned in some guns so I could actually show them being used functionally. And they do look pretty cool. Like if you I actually like this a lot. Now here's the thing, it took me a minute to realize this. You have to have the gun in your hand to go actually place it. And you can't hang these, I don't know if this is the same with anything else that you hang on the wall, but you can't hang them on pre-built like structures apparently. You have to have it on like a wall that you built. Hence why I built like one wall outside. But you can build as many as you want. You can hang only long rifles pretty much and like shotguns. I couldn't hang some of the smaller SMGs, couldn't hang any melee weapons, which I kind of feel like you should be able to. Axes and sledges and stuff, I think that'd be cool. But it's still an upgrade, I think, if you want to have like an armory and have your base looking badass. Definitely a nice little addition. I think that's pretty much going to cover it for this little update. Stay tuned. If you want to see more little quick update videos like this, let me know. I'll make them whenever I can. There should be bigger updates coming down the line with Scum. 0.7's on the way. Lots of teasers from the developers on Twitter, and things are looking like they're going to get better for this game. So yeah, I'm excited. Let me know what you think about this video. If there's anything I need to change or adjust, if you want to see more of these or not, just drop a comment. Can't see dislikes anymore, so, you know, well, I can, I guess. You can dislike it. Go ahead. I'll know by that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm Mellomatic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.